Hello one, hello all. Welcome once again for the last time this year to Blaine's Escape Corner, our little corner of the internet where we get together, we talk about the things that help us escape. This has been all year long your largest anime stream, and until somebody proves otherwise, I'm sticking to that notion. Alrighty, we got all the tweets sent out, everything's thrown around. We got the likes, we got the things. Peter Venkman fan site. Oh, I hope you feel better quickly. I hope your body fights that illness, and that you don't have to pass it on to somebody else, because we could all do with a little bit less of that in our lives. Alrighty. So the last episode, last stream of the year, and it lands on a Waifu Wednesday. Who could have planned this? Who could have said, "Hey, let's do this," and make sure that weird top 10 list show that we categorize as waifu bait, the one that we're going to show off. So let's get ourselves a nice pull of our ooh, I love that noise. Nice pull of whiskey for the evening. Blop, 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 blop. And then we'll close that up. Ooh, and I've actually got, let me turn the noise gate back on. Let's see. Actually, I might be able to turn it down a little bit more. Yeah, this mouse is nice and quiet. We've got new mouse. Alrighty, we got it poured. Everyone, welcome. Kampai. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. All of the good stuff there. Blaine will be missed, 2022 to 2022. Oh, perfect. Alright, because I am one of the few people in the world that needs to hear their voice, I'm going to put on my monitor. Alrighty. Let us pull it up. Let's look at the list. Who do we want to look at? We got to look at all of them, right? We got to look at the Annie trends. We got to look at the anime corner. We got to look at whoa, Seven Deadly Sins looks a lot different than I remember it being. Huh. Wonder what that show's all about. Oh boy, everybody all excited about the appearance of the angel in Chainsaw Man. Oh, Angel Aki, we all love the Angel Aki ship. Yeah, because the thing that says I kill you if I touch you is definitely a thing that you want to ship with somebody else in the show who isn't just the bad guy. All right, share. Let's share. Let's just do the whole screen. We can do the whole screen. That'll be all right. We'll start out here with ANN. Alrighty, ANN. What is going on here? Did a bunch of people just get... Oh, I don't want to click it. I just want to see this line. Did a bunch of people just get together and say, hey, what if Legend of the Galactic Heroes finally takes a top spot? You know, Legend of the Galactic Heroes, that show that is widely considered great, but no one's ever seen except us 12 people. What if we got the ANN poll to agree with us? They started strong. They dropped. They couldn't climb back, and now they have fought from, wow, 12 positions back. They were down at 13th. Just fighting. I don't know who you log fans are, but congratulations, you did it. Number one anime of this week, according to ANN. Oh, how goofy. Galactic Heroes is climbing to my top 3 GOAT. You haven't finished it yet? All right, we found one of them. We found one of the 3 people that have seen Galactic Heroes. Um, that's amazing. I'm interested. I've heard about Legend of Galactic Heroes for a while. I used to confuse Legend of the Galactic Heroes. This is how old I am. I used to confuse Legend of the Galactic Heroes with Galaxy Rail 999. And I can't really explain it other than I would see the Galactic Heroes like art style, and in my brain I would hear Steve Bloom's Toonami voice going Galaxy Rail 999, you know, and they were just linked. They were just linked in my brain, and I can't explain it. So maybe someday I will watch some log, but this is not that day. This is not that break. Have fun, everybody. Enjoy your masterpiece. You've heard of it but never checked it out. Yeah, what is this? You're a face palmer all year, and these last 2 days it's like, yeah, we agree on these takes. Oh, you goof. All right, Hero Aka making a 8-point rise to come up to the number 2 slot. I can see this with the Anime News Network crew getting in on that that My Hero. It's got more name recognition with all of the no, Netflix, don't make a live action adaptation. And I'm like, make a live action adaptation. Do it. Make it. I want to see live action My Hero Academia. You know why I want to see live action My Hero Academia? Because we got live action Full Metal Alchemist. We got live action Bleach. We got live action Dragon Ball. We got live action Death Note. The list goes on. And you all know, you've all seen them. We've all watched them. We've all had a laugh. We've all enjoyed our live action anime. Anyone who says, man, I didn't really enjoy live action anime, you're lying! Was it good? No! But we all had fun, and I cannot wait to see what comes out of live action My Hero Academia. But every time someone brings it up, all I can think of is the original Japanese Death Note with the really bad CG Ryuk. And I think of whoever the bird guy is, with the shadow or whatever, just being this like weird CG headed person walking around all the time. And I'm excited for that. Live action Gintama was great. Live action Gintama was Gintama. That they could have done Gintama the anime and then just had a live action episode, and we would have been like, yeah, that makes sense. Of course Gintama would have a live action episode. So of course the live action was going to be good on that one. Like if Hitori Bochi comes back, Bochi the Rock, and is like, oh, here's a live action episode, you'd be like, yeah, this makes sense, actually. And actually, can we just put the live action character in the anime? Can we just green screen him in? Because that's kind of the direction we're heading with a lot of this. Can't miss the last Blaine episode of 2022. It's true. Welcome to the final countdown. One Piece. What? Gintama already had a live action episode in its original run. Did you miss it? Probably. Aren't there like I've only probably seen 40 episodes of Gintama in total. Aren't there like 300 plus a movie? Nico called me Bliane. That's all right. You still want to check out the French live action movie for City Hunter? What? Wait, isn't City Hunter part of like a trilogy with Wicked City? Or am I wrong on that one? Is City Hunter a different show? You thought there were 3 movies? Who knows? One Piece. One Piece with an epic rise. Everyone's like, oh yeah, One Piece. Yay, you're back after 1,044 episodes. My Dark Horse dropping a little bit, but that's okay. She's still in the top 5 for ANN people. Akiba Maid War. Really, really fantastic. This is only going up to episode 11. And I could see people not liking it over some of these other ones for episode 11. Just because episode 11 is like, I need 12. Give me 12. Where's episode 12? So I could definitely see that here. Bleach is number 1. Fight me. You're talking to the guy that so I grew up doing Halloween. I would make costumes. Our family always made costumes. So like we would do Halloween to the nines. I've stitched a few of my own costumes. And back in the day, I sewed my own Neo jacket from the Matrix Revolutions episode style. The second one. Was it Revolutions? Yeah, Revolutions, because Revelations was the last one, right? I don't remember. Anyway, the second Matrix movie, I made the jacket from that one. And when I got into anime, again, sort of like a reemergence into anime, and it was like, oh, Bleach, this is okay. I'm gonna download this. Started watching Bleach, got way into it. Then I found out there were conventions. So my first cosplay. So been dressing up my whole life, but then my first cosplay was taking that Matrix jacket, cutting it into a Ichigo Bankai jacket, putting the white piping on it, the red liner, all this stuff, ordering the sword offline, and cosplaying as Ichigo from Bleach way back in middle school. That was my show. I'm not going to argue with you with Bleach being number 1. I will contend that as a best of the year, I find a hard time like giving it to 1,000 Year Blood War, just because for me Bleach is like this decade spanning thing. I can't say it's the best of a single year, because this year was great because you get a bunch of the payoff, right? Like we finally see some of these guys moving on. We get the heck. Waifu's phone is going off. Your phone's in here. Why did it go off? That wasn't like a ringtone. And it wasn't the Find My Phone tone. Anyway. So yeah, no, I love, and especially with like the way certain people are getting like power-ups in the new 1,000 Year Blood War, I freaking love it. You're right, Castlevania is number 1. Is number 1 cartoon? Sure. Was that an anime ringtone though? No, I don't think it was a ringtone at all. I think it was like an alarm of some kind. Arcane number 2. Who made Arcane anyway? Arcane. Do. Story by opening team. Companies. Release. France. What? Yeah, no. Great animation, not an anime. He was holding Waifu's phone hostage now. She can come and get it anytime if she wants. It's right there. She can grab it. Wife won't watch Arcane with me. She said this is anime. Well, you can tell her that a bespectacled, weak goatee individual online tells her that she's wrong and that it's not anime. It's a French animation. His wife is the phone. It's a Japanese thing. Nice. Mob Psycho. After a disappointing episode down here, episode 11 brought him down a little bit. A lot of people are very excited. We'll see sort of if this, because like this is the end of the manga, I think someone was saying. I actually don't know because I don't follow Mob hardly at all. I just know that a lot of people like it. It uses traditional animation, and it like that first Mob Psycho ending with like the coffee grounds or sand or whatever that they were drawing in was one of the most interesting things that I've seen. And the little bit of Mob that I did watch, I would 100% agree with it being just a fantastic thing to enjoy if you love. If you just love animation, you just want to watch really good animation, and then a lot of people like the story as well. Why phone? Do it yourself. It's good to see this in somebody's top 10. Looks like it definitely had a climb towards the end here. I've said my piece on do it yourself. It's fun. It's happy. It's cute. I can wait and watch it later. It's not. Maybe I'll watch it over the Christmas break. Maybe I need a little bit of that soft, comfy animation, and that's what I'll watch. Along with this one, Bocchi the Rock. Not sure the dip here. Maybe the dip is just because some of these others sort of had a climb. But I have yet to hear someone who watches Bocchi say anything negative about it. Like, do you guys hear anything? Like, is there a whisper on the wire of any sort of negative interaction with Bocchi the Rock? Like the closest thing to a negative sentiment I've heard is when Ronin66 is like, yeah, I tried to learn to play the guitar, but like, I didn't have time, and so I see it. She's just so good at it, and like he's kind of like sad that he didn't learn to play the guitar better. And it's like that's the only negativity that I really see from any of this. I'll do that. That'll be a little better. Chainsaw Man with a huge fall from grace. Look at them. They were riding high, and then they just. What happens in episode 10? What happens when? Anyone who's watching the Chainsaw Man anime, did you remember what happens in episode 10? Is this the Makima's alive and we don't really know why, and then the story just kind of like moves on? Is this training arc? What do you think this one is? What do you think this one is? Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War, like it's been most of the season, is just hanging on. It's all over the place. People don't know to be happy with it or not. I gotta say, the drop on 8, okay, whiners. But coming back up on 9, if you didn't think 9 and 10 were hype as hell, I don't know what's wrong with you. 10 is the Kobeni era beginnings. I see. Chainsaw supposed to be number 1 of all time, so it's a false listing. ANN, you lie. ANN the liars. Spy Family, just good, consistent. They started out hot because they were coming off a great first season. But definitely, like, they're a top 10 anime for this last season. I don't care who you are. Top to the bottom of the sector, Spy Family's taking top 10 on every single list. I don't care if you're Tim Pool. I don't care if you're Anna Kasparian. If you're watching anime this season, you're putting Spy Family in your top 10. And if you don't, you're some sort of weird meddling TikTok user who thinks they everybody who is a family person is evil, and you can rot for all I care with the rest of the globalists and the goblins. And that's just not how I like to play my games. Reincarnated as a Sword. I love this show still. I watched a Glass Reflection review on this show. For anyone who doesn't know, Glass Reflection used to do anime reviews back in the Gigguk era. He was on Podtaku as well with Gigguk, or Garnt as his name may be. But I don't know who Gar if he Garnt. Anyway, Glass Reflection did a video, Interestingly, I found out that he's a dad. He's like, this story really speaks to me in a number of ways. I don't talk about my personal life, but I'm a father. And it was like, oh, geez, I remember listening to you when you were a kid watching anime. This feels weird. Makes sense. He's the right age, but it's just one of those like, you're the nerd who talks about anime online. How do you have progeny? I enjoyed that review. It was really good. He did remind me though, when in that review, that it's called Reincarnated as a Sword. The sword is our main character. And there is a theoretically non-zero chance that like, I know the mangas and the light novel go on for a while, so Fran's with us for a while, but they could have gotten rid of Fran. Fran could have lost. She could have had an issue. She could have had a problem that causes her not to be the holder of Shisho. And I was like, whoa, that would have been an interesting take, a sword that sort of jumps between things. But we already have 2 Year Eternity, so I don't think we need 2 shows to do that. I think Sword Dad is good enough. We're gonna skip over the delicious party here and talk Raven of the Inner Palace, finally back down where it belongs. Get out of the top 10. You're interesting, you're unique, you've got an art style that confuses me because everybody looks a little cross-eyed. At the end of the day, it's okay. Mobile Suit Gundam, I have said so much about this one. I am surprised. Oh, okay, no, actually, I was surprised, but then I thought through it for a second with my big brain. I used my big brain to calculate this one. 1 through 6 were not great, and they really focus on the school and everything. It's not until we get into like 7, 8, 9 that we start to get into more of the real meat of the corporate combat, really. And so I could see a lot of people being like, yeah, this is pretty good, but then dropping it because they're like, I don't want to watch a school Gundam, even though school Gundam is a thing. And then because all those people drop it after those first 6, then you have a lower number of people able to vote on it when it is getting better towards the end of the season. So interesting there. This is dumb. You're... Eminence in Shadow is so much fun. I had to explain Chunibyo to a southern gentleman today. But the idea that you take that kid who thinks he's training to fight some great evil and actually give him like strength, like make him like actually strong, even though he is being like the weirdo kid from middle school, basically. And then stick that guy into another world and have him get some amount of powers, or just because there's magic, he's able to use that same training that he was doing to defeat the unknown evil to then move into a world where that training now comes along with magic and all these other things, and his super slime sword. And then give him this sort of precognition that everything he keeps making up as his silly tales ends up being the actual things that are happening. This show is amazing. You don't need to explain Chunibyo, just show him Michael from our chat. Oh, Michael wishes he was Chuni. Uzaki with the strong mid-teens. Nice. Nicely done. Fufu Hotel. A lot of people not really made up on this one. I love Fufu Hotel. This show is so much fun. It's so cute. It's such a fun, wacky idea where it's like, let's take these two people that think they're in love with these other people, smash them together for a made up reason. Because like all shows are made up. All plots are made up, right? Like at the end of the day, how did these two people end up being the ones at the dinner party that sat at the table next to each other, and now we have a romantic action comedy? It's like, well, because the author wanted them to be together. So like the author's always making up reasons for them to get together. I think the marriage practical is a very funny way to do that, especially given Japan's birth rate concerns. And to have that as sort of this framing device to say, hey, I know you guys think you like these other people, but have you thought about anyone else in the world? And have you made a decision that, you know, maybe you do or don't want to go for that person? And then the other thing with More Than a Married Couple is just the way that they come out with the, oh, what is she thinking? Or what were they thinking? And then they say, hey, what are you thinking? And they're like, oh, nothing. Well, actually, I'm thinking this. And they don't, like, they have the, like, the misunderstanding, but they only sit on it for like a minute. They're like, oh, I don't really know if they were kissing or not. And then it's like, wait, were you kissing? Yes. Oh, okay. I see. So I it's just a very fun setting and characters. Demon School holding steady at number 18. This show's a lot. This show is just being carried by like a decently small group of people that still watch and enjoy it. I'll catch up eventually. I know I will. Master Has No Tail. Huh. What a jump. Interesting there. Maybe we'll see other stuff that just took a big fall. Urusei, again, I understand it. I disagree with it, but I can understand a lot of people not being down for that sort of vintage style. Encouragement of the Climb was not able to make the climb to number 1. Demon School You Love, thanks for suggesting it. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. It's like the shonen version of Rosario and Vampire that you can like watch with your kid or your parents, either or, depending on which side of that coin you land. It's so much fun. I'm the Villainess. Whoo! Looks like you got defeated by the hero this year. Management of a Novice holding steady at 23. Blue Lock with its Unknown. You almost got popular thanks to what was it, FIFA World Cup? What is it? Is FIFA's the company that runs the World Cup, right? Or is FIFA just the games? FIFA's the World Football Club or whatever. I don't know. I'm not gonna look it up. I don't care. To Your Eternity. Everyone was like, that was the best show of the other season. Oh, I forgot. This show's sad and dumb. I have no idea about To Your Eternity season 2. I know season 1, I was like, I don't need this in my life. The other day we were talking about that ding dong who was like, I can't have sad things in my chat. Sometimes I watch a show and I'm like, I don't want sad show, please. And so I didn't watch season 1 past episode like 3 or 2 maybe. But if you're a To Your Eternity fan, what happened in season 2? Wasn't that good? Season 2 or season 1? Obviously season 2 nobody thinks is that good, but I don't know why. But did you drop it in season 1 as well? Because my reason, I didn't get to it being bad. I just was like, this looks sad. I don't want to be sad. I want Ninja Show. Look at that. Episode 9, it popped up. Look, as soon as they cut school out of it, they then had a resurgence. And then a bunch of people were like, and then it's on its way back. Episode 12 will put this in the top 20 for sure. For sure. Might have to catch up in the new year to see how that did. Bibliophile Princess, real steady with a drop. Love flops, so does the show. Beast Tamer, looks like everybody knew not to care about this except for episode 5 at number 9. Jeez Lou, what was it doing up there? Yeah, it's probably a good thing they didn't waste any time with the dub on that one. Udawari Mono. Why 23? Why the spike at 23? That's a weird one. Stronger when I improve my farming skills. Never left the top 30. Or never entered the top 30, actually. Oh, it did. Okay. So it hit 29. 29 was their top for the year. Nicely done. Lucifer and Biscuit Hammer. I keep forgetting that you actually continued this season. Pop Team Epic. The Zoomer humor cannot stand This is the problem with Zoomer humor. You're like, haha, oh, I'm bored. Haha, oh, that's boring. Haha, oh, I forgot it's boring. Boring, boring, boring. And then Peter Grill and the tale of I wish this was just H. What in the world happened here? Wasn't the last season, like the first season of Peter Grill, wasn't that like decently like top 20 for some people that season? Meanwhile here it's just dragging ass. Not dragging ass. That would be different. All right. Are we going to have any meaningful changes here to our anime corner, do you think? We got the Bleach 1,000-Year Blood War. I guess I can bring the rank in as well. There we go. We got the 1,000-Year Blood War at 12.5%. The anime corner fans all season have been the Bleach fans. Chainsaw Man was right. It was like 10 and like 10.1 and 10%. It was Bleach and Chainsaw Man all season. But now the Bleach fans are like, you know what? We like the Blue Lock. And now they got 8.19 on Blue Lock with a Chainsaw Man of 8. Oof. Oof. Somebody must have spoiled it for them or they figured it out. Wait, that seems unexplained and dumb. Oh, wait, I probably know the explanation to this. Ah! Can't say anything bad when they start offing people right away. You can say something bad if you bring the people back immediately without reason or Dragon Balls. Then death is meaningless, and I prefer a show in which death means something. It's important. It causes the characters to have to move on in a way that they didn't think they would have to previously. My Hero 6, the rest of like these guys, this is our like power 10 right here. And I know there's only 5 of them, but like these shows all season have basically had a 5 to 6% on this website. They have just been holding candles, holding torch, whatever you want to say, pinching low for all of these shows. Eminence in Shadow, Spy Family Part 2, Uncle from Another World. Why are you even here? Uncle from Another World, you should have been done last season. I'm upset that you weren't done last season. You actually upset me with this. You're like, oh, we're gonna be an anime that airs weekly on Netflix. Oh, just kidding. We'll come out next month. What? What's wrong with you? More than a married couple, but not lovers. This is where we get into like everybody's mixed bag, sort of. Bochi, reincarnated, Beast Tamer, Maid War. What are you doing down here? What are you doing below Beast Tamer? What kind of degenerates would put you here? Who did this to you? Any surprises as we scroll down? No, not really. It's all kind of makes sense based on what we've seen. Just having Play It Cool guys on your list is weird, especially above Peter Grill. That is weird. That is a weird one to me. What the heck is this short about cool guys who are being awkward? What's it even doing here? Get out of there. 0.3%. Oh. Megaton Musashi Season 2. One guy. At least they got a 0.08 in 42nd position. What a strange one. Alrighty, Annie trends. Are these new? Week 8? That doesn't seem new. Did they not? That one guy is me watching Megaton. I'm helping. I feel like this is the same list that we had last time. Let's go. Let's go to the Reddit ones. The Reddit karma lists are always good, just to see what people are talking about. I think I saved one. Where is my saved? Isn't it just? over here. My stuff. Notifications. Chats. Where, what? Okay, if I have to Google Reddit saved to view my saved posts, that's dumb. That is one of the stupidest things I've seen in a while. Okay, here's the week 11 one. Let's see if there's a week 12. Nope, week 11 is the newest one. Let us peer into the abyss of... There, that'll work. Because then I can do this. Okay, that is 15. And then it splits over to that one. Okay. Okay, I can do this. You do like Megaton? It's your Mecca of the season. Mecca of the season? Do you know what's out there this season? Oh, there we go. Just getting a bit of a buzz coming through my mic, and I finally figured it out. Probably one of the mic cables going too close to a power cable, so I gave it a tug up and out of the way. What's that? I don't know. I'm curious now what Megaton is about. Alrighty. Let's make this a little. Does that work? And wait. Bingo. Okay. All right, there we go. There we go. Alrighty. So we have here karma change, the my anime list score, the Reddit anime list score is the R, the poll score, as well as the number of comments that are on it. So we have Chainsaw Man that has 9,855 karma. This is down from 3,332, or down 3,000 karma. They've got a mile rating of 8.82. 1990 comments. That's a lot of comments. That's how you get this many karma. Look at this, right? Look at this. What is the E? Oh, episode. Okay, it's on episode 10. So on episode 10, on almost 2,000 comments, there were 9,855 karma. So updates on Reddit. Mob Psycho, with a quarter of the comments, has almost half the karma. Like, people who talk about Mob Psycho, definitely more popular per engagement on this than Chainsaw Man. Also higher in the polls. It also is on episode 11, so maybe there's just more there. The Reddit, give it a higher rating than Mal. Interesting data, the points there. Here we've got Spy Family. A few more comments, not as much karma as Mob Psycho. Reddit and Mal sort of like following along. Megaton is a standard resistance against aliens that destroyed Earth, but fighting with big crude mechs using new weapons every week to boost video game TLC, but spoilerish. But that's the gist also. A cute Asian girl. Or Asian. Cute alien girl. Oh, okay. I'll check it out. Number 4. This kind of surprises me with how much weird stuff Bochi does, and how every time I open up a piece of social media, it's somebody else posting something about Bocchi the Rock. I'm very surprised to see it lower in the karma ratings, that people aren't giving it the updates. They're giving it the votes though. Jeez, this is what, number 2 based on the a poll for this. Wow, and the Reddit at 8.8. Like Bocchi has found its audience perfectly there. Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, that again put Bocchi farther up, but Bleach can stay here in the top 5 for sure. Virtual Waifuization confirmed. You can check if you're a skilled internet sleuth who knows how to go to Blaine's old YouTube channel. You'll be able to prove to yourself the real truth. I keep that truth hidden right next to where Nico's from in Southeast Asia. Generically. Eminence and Shadow getting a bit of a perk, pretty high on the polls. The Mal and the Reddit list, everyone's like, yeah, this is good, but it is still kind of like schlocky isekai at the end of the day, as cool and fun as it is. Surprised that we don't have Sword Daddy yet, though. But people on Reddit may have daddy issues, and they don't want to deal with a Sword Daddy at the end of the day. So we'll find out. We'll see where it ends up. My Hero Academia Season 6. Don't really care about that, but I do care that it is beating Witch from Mercury. But not in the poll. Not in the poll. More people commenting on it, but less people updating it. We'll see how that turns out. Big drop. Like, look what we've done. We've almost 10,000. Has come down to just over 1,500. Blue Lock, probably just a few people talking about FIFA and football and all that. Like, very few comments overall. Surprised that it does have so many updates. But we do finally have Reincarnated as a Sword making its move up into the top 10 on the anime list. Pretty low Reddit score, pretty middling Mal score as well, honestly. P 9.41, and this is also based on that final episode. So I'm shocked to see that where it is. I'm also, as you know, shocked to see Akiba Maid War down here. Always making me a sad boy when my two of my top shows are just languishing down here. Languish, whatever the negative L word is. I hear noises from downstairs. 1 second. Check my ring cam. Doo-doo. Motion at my front door. Motion at my front door. Yeah, okay, there's motion at the front door. I don't need to worry about that. Virtual Waifu's got it. Loozers? Yes, that's the L word. With the losers like Uncle from Another World who couldn't even make their damn show. Get out of here, you goofers. To Your Eternity, Arc Knights. Surprised to see Arc Knights in a top 15 on one of these karma lists, but I guess the mobile game rules for people. Do it yourself. Do it yourself. That the audience is not Reddit. It's Makima at the door. You wish it was Makima. All right, now the real best shows of the season are always hiding in the bottom 16 through 30. We know as real anime lovers, we know this to be true. We've got 773 for More Than a Married Couple. I get it. People who like More Than a Married Couple aren't really gonna like be bringing the karma. They're just gonna be like enjoying their show and leaving. Iramakun, same thing. Urusei, I don't even know if the target audience for Urusei Yatsura, half of them probably don't know what Reddit is, and the other half probably try to stay off Reddit. And I just sit in the middle going, it's just a website, get out of here. Very, very disappointed with this middling score, but again, 93 comments. Like, that might be the lowest. Oh, we got 55 here on Raven. Never mind. There's some other shows that people really aren't talking about. I'm the Villainess, so I'm taming the final boss. coming in at 19. Top 20. Love Flops sneaking in at top 20. They held on. They held on to the meme. They did it. Uzaki-chan falling out of the top 20. Down here at 21. Raven, all the way down. One Piece, Pop Team, Encouragement of the Climb. Blaine wishes it was Makima. Maybe if it was Makima, then I wouldn't be having to rap, actually. So maybe chat wishes it was Makima, because then it would be more interesting and I would be hanging out and talking more. But everyone, thank you. Thank you so much. I know this is an extra hyphenated stream after I said I would try to do a longer stream, but it was not in the cards given our holiday plans. I will do what I can to pop on to some other shows from now until the new year, but there are no promises. This has been a blast. This has been an absolute blast. I started this channel this year. We started back in the spring season, April 4th, I believe, actually. And just wanted to create an area where people with like minds could come and talk about anime, and hear about anime, and sort of have that filter for people so they could say like, oh, what should I watch? What should I not watch? Because you always have, different anime YouTubers will be like, here's what I'm watching in spring season. Here's what looks good in summer season. But then you don't get the follow-up, the day-to-day, the week-to-week that says, this show is good, or I'm dropping this show. Here's where we don't stay on this train anymore. And I think that was a missing component. But more than anything, I just wanted to create an area where people could just be like, you know what? I do want to talk about anime, but nobody around me wants to talk about anime. And give you the daily live streams where you can come and hang out and do that. It's been a blast. It's been fun. I intend to continue it. We all know that I've got a food truck business that will be starting this next year. So I'm not sure what my future will end up looking like. And there have been some delays to the food truck business. So I will be here for the foreseeable month at least. So we will see what happens there. But I will keep doing this. I will keep talking. I will keep having a Discord open, a locals open. Keep jumping on streams. Keep chatting about anime and what I'm enjoying and what I think you should be enjoying too. And trying to keep it in that let's make fun of each other, because we all know that we can do that and still be strong and still be okay with teasing each other over stuff that we don't like. But at the end of the day, like what you like, enjoy what you enjoy. I enjoy anime, and that's why I watch as much as I can. Have a wonderful rest of your year. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Kampai, everyone.